Reproductive health includes contraception and family planning and access to legal, safe abortion. Hillary Clinton, USA Secretary of State at the GS Foreign Ministers meeting. Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton's wife, President of America. She's saying reproductive health includes contraception and family planning and access to legal and safe abortion. Now, after the contraceptive pill, now the feminist movement, effective contraception embodied the feminist movement to campaign for equality of rights, and in 1975 the UK passed a Sexual Discrimination Act barring unequal treatment of men and women. In the USA, however, an Equal Rights Amendment put forward in 1972 was never ratified. Now, the Great Britain, they are saying, no, you cannot don't make a discrimination. That act they passed. But in USA, what we are thinking that they are very much advanced and all this, but they are very much conservative in their thinking. So they passed, they put in the USA, however, an Equal Rights Amendment. Law was passed, put forward in 1972, was never ratified. মানে এটাকে পাস করিয়ে দিল, বাস হয়ে গেল, দায়িত্ব খালাস. But they did not propaganda or make it more this thing involving people for contraception and its good effects. And you see, now this is the picture. Judge women as people, not as wives. It has an impact. You judge women as people, not as wives. এই ইমোশনগুলো থাকতে হবে। আইকিউ বলছে না, ইমোশনাল কোশেন্ট। Now, summer of love. Actually, in the pill with its sexually liberating effect played a role in enabling counterculture, counterculture movements such as movements such as Summer of Love in 1967, during which tens of thousands of hippies descended on San Francisco and California. This is the hippies. Things happen like I have a blood brother in Goa, Narendra Kunj. There was this thing that you cut your finger, I cut my finger and mix my blood like this. Then we become blood brothers. It is a ritual. Ritual means eta. And Narendra, not in school. Because school we had a party chart, khopri chart. Put a party and the clippers. That was a haircut in the school. Okay. Now, in the hippies, they used to grow long hair. And gaja, hashish, smoking, mauj madam. And that, now, the pill led to sex, open sex. একটা অন্যরকম একটা কাল্ট তৈরি হয়ে গেছিল। But slowly that with time it declined, that it was a movement. But see, now the picture I depicted, because with the pill, with a small pill, you can enjoy, you can be botherless when you have a sex. Now, this is the think that I'm not that you go and take contraceptive pills and go for open sex and all. I'm not saying that. You have to have some privacy. In our culture, it does not match. But একটা দুর্ভাবনা নিয়ে, একটা টেনশন নিয়ে তোমার হাজবেন্ডের সঙ্গে তুমি সেক্স করছো, you are going and meeting him, then you take another burden. What will happen? What will happen? This, so I am saying that liberalization, the movement that occurred, and now see, the American nurse and activist born in 1879, died in 1966, Margaret Sanger. No woman can call herself free until she can choose whether she will or will not be a mother. So she, and nurse, an activist, not doctors, she made a great change. And she started the Margaret Sanger from Women and the New Race, 1922. Now, no woman can call herself free until she can choose whether she will or will not be a mother. দেখবে তোমাদের মধ্যে ধরো anyone you fall in love, you get married, both are doctors, both are working in high posts, accomplished doctors and professors, but in some place or the other, the woman, how much educated or not, she's dependent on her husband. At emotional, আমি বলছি, not financially, not ATM card অনুযায়ী, একটা ইমোশনাল ইনভলভমেন্ট, সেখানে কিন্তু সেই কর্তা যা বলবে তুমি বলো, this I'm saying, but okay, that should be. I'm not saying, I'm not speaking for men, but you are respecting, you are not hostile, and vice versa, you expect from your husband that treatment. Okay? Now, early years. Sanger was greatly affected by her upbringing as one of the 11 offspring surviving from her mother's 18 pregnancies over a period of 23 years. Over a period of 23 years, 18 pregnancies. That means 18 pregnancies and her mother's early death at the age of 48. Like my grandmother had 9 children. They all survived. So, now, death at the age of 49 set Sanger on a course toward nursing profession. She interrupted, now see the fallacy, see the thinking. Now, she interrupted her training to marry, have 3 children of her own, and share her evolving radical views about society and politics with her husband, William Sanger. That means William Sanger, her husband, I think the way she said that he respected her views. And she had 3 children. And she devoted herself for women's liberation. Now, lobbying for birth control. America, now lobbying for birth control. This is the National Committee for federal legalization of birth control. The two women sit in an office of the National Committee on Federal Legalization for Birth Control. Sanger and her co-worker sets up the committee in 1929 to lobby against laws that categorize contraception as obscene and immoral. Christians, they said, no. This conservative thought was there already in 1929 to lobby against the laws that categorize contraception as obscene and immoral. Vivek, next slide. No. Now, sorry. Contraceptives can put an end to the horrors of abortion and infanticide. Margaret Sanger from Women and the New Race, 1922. Contraceptives can put an end to the horrors of abortion and infanticide. Now, one thing is that there is misopostal tablet you see in your Google Baba. These, now, see, a woman is not having contraceptive pills and she becomes pregnant. Now, what is the trend? That the practice in quackery and over-the-counter medicine, misopostal, they come with just spotting or severe bleeding. Even that is one group of people. Even doctors at 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, this can be used. And it bleeds and all. You think that, oh, I am to thik ache. Then only spotting for 1 month. In one case. But in another case, it can be profusely bleeding. So, what I would do, because you are having technology, if a pregnant lady comes, she wants to abort her, she has not taken any medicine, she wants to abort, clinically you do a vaginal examination or something like that, you see if she's anemic or not, and then prescribe for a pelvic ultrasound to see a urine test. So Kareena Kapoor, Prega News, তাকেও দুটো দাগ আছে, দুটো দাগ আছে মানে প্রেগনেন্ট, কিন্তু সেই প্রেগনেন্সিটা কোথায় আছে? Where is that fertilized ovum? Or it can be in the ectopic pregnancy. It does not be located in the uterus. It can be in the tube, it can be just in the pelvic. Now, so you do an ultrasound, you go for a CVC group, because by fashion wise we are becoming very this thing. That doesn't mean that you are modern. Your thinking has not changed. So you go and order for an ultrasound and then see if the thing is there. Accordingly, you will advise. Okay? Now, contraception methods. Now, contraception methods, this is the condom, the female condom, diaphragm, hormonal rings, IUD, intrauterine device, and this is a contraceptive injection, implant, contraceptive patch, oral contraception, and surgical sterilization. Surgical sterilization is tubectomy for female and vasectomy for males. Okay? How the pill works. কিচ্ছু নোট করতে হবে না, খালি ওই হেডলাইনগুলো লিখে রাখো। জাস্ট হেডলাইনগুলো লিখে রাখো and you get it in your book. You just go read, এটা একটা স্টোরি বলছি আমি। Now the contraceptive pill contains the female hormone estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen prevents the pituitary gland from secreting another hormone which normally triggers ovulation. The progesterone thins the lining of the womb as well, which makes it difficult for an egg to implant there, and it thickens the mucus around the cervix, making it harder for sperm to pass through. So this is the basic how it works. Okay? Now, what is the difference between IVF and IUI, artificial insemination, okay, and in vitro fertilization? Now, IUI and IVF are two types of artificial fertility treatments to help you get pregnant, and when nature isn't doing the trick on its own. During IU, sperm is injected directly into your uterus. IVF is a multi-step reproductive technology that involves egg stimulation, retrieval, lab fertilization and transfer. Like my father and myself used to, that those days, artificial insemination we used to do. The husband's sperm in that fertile period we used to collect, and in the operation theatre we used to inject. 2-3 days, within 2-3 days. It might crack because in that time hormonal assays were not there. Many things were not there. But this is the common trend now. Now anyone does a DNB or DGO, he calls himself an IVF specialist. That word is very catchy. Anyway, you can claim, and you can, if you don't have a furnished lab and all, you can refer that patient to some person, your friend or your teacher, anyone, or any government hospital. Many government hospitals carrying out this job. Now, IVF, you see the sperms, self-employed penetration sperm in egg after addition process sperm, injection of a sperm into an egg under microscopic control, ICSI, see, this is sperm, okay. What is surrogacy? It is an effective method to treat infertility. In this method, another woman carries the child in her womb for 9 months and gives birth to it. It can be called as an arrangement between the intended parents and the surrogate mother. Now, it has legal, it should be done legally, your papers and all this. There are lots of documentation is to be done. Because nowadays it's a trend that many actresses, actors, Shah Rukh Khan, Priyanka Chopra, all these people. So, being a mother, if the male is incapable, then there are sperm banks or something. Okay. Now, this is it can be called as an arrangement between the intended parents and the surrogate mother. Now it is catching up. So states like Gujarat, in all states, but many in Maharashtra, Gujarat, the surrogacy is going on. Now you see this picture. What is depicting? আমি এই ছবিটাতে কি বোঝাতে চাইছি? Raise your hand, anyone who can get an answer to this slide. কোনো লজ্জা নেই, বলো। কেউ আছো তোমাদের মধ্যে? আছো? Now, see, the blue is a lady and this is the man. Red is man. See, this is the breast. So, the man is catching the woman to intimate, to show you the intimate relation. কিছুই দেখানোর নেই আমার, কিছুই শেখানোর নেই, কিন্তু আমি আমার বক্তব্য হচ্ছে এই ছবিটা আমি কালেক্ট করেছি, আমি রেখে দিই। আমি ব্রেস্ট দেখাবো যখন, তখন দেখবে আমি একটা ম্যাগাজিন 500 টাকা দিয়ে কিনেছিলাম, আর্ট ম্যাগাজিন। আমি তাহলে জাস্ট মাঝে মধ্যে এই শান্তিনিকেতনে ওই যে তোমার পোস্ট অফিস, তারপরে আমাদের প্রেয়ারের যে হলটা আছে, তো ওই মোড়ে সুবর্ণ রেখা বলে একটা ওল্ড বুকস, নিউ বুকস, ইটস আ পাবলিশিং হাউস, অ্যান্ড আই টুকটাক ঢুকে যায় ওখানে টু কালেক্ট সাম মেটেরিয়াল। আমি একটু ছবি হয়তো এককালে আঁকতাম, আমি ব্রাইডাল মেকআপ করতাম, তার সঙ্গে ক্যামেরাম্যান। হ্যাঁ, তো এটা আমার একটা ভালো লাগার জায়গা ছিল, আছেও এখন।